Well, just got off the phone with my little brother. Both parents are still in hospital with COVID, but they're stable and no lung damage. My father's still a bit confused. Had delirium, which older patients sometimes get. Uh, so they'll be in the hospital. They've been there for 2 days already. My father since Friday. So they'll be there a couple more days probably before being utskrevet, whatever that's discharged. I tested negative on PCR test, so got my result on Saturday. So I missed getting COVID by 2 days or a day. So I got lucky. So that means I can scramble up the mountains. First exercise in about a week. Go up this 550 meters or 500 meters, whatever it is, to Sandvikshytten. If I get that far, we'll see. I'm going to go very slowly. I'm dragging the big camera along and some sandwiches and a light down jacket because it's nippy. It's plus 10 now, but this morning was only about plus 4. And I still have to, so you can see, pack away all the skis. So, whoops. Anyway, alright. Sandvikshytten. Well, it's a lot warmer in the sun, but this morning was plus 4 cold, and it's only plus 10 now. So a bit nippy. I'll just take some photos. Oh, there's Stoltsekleven up the top there. You can see the leaves are coming out on the trees, but the wind is cold. It's a cold day. So it's nippy. I could have worn a warmer jacket and almost had gloves and a lua. As you can see, I just have a booth, old booth with lots of holes in it. It's not really warm enough. So, quite nippy. Well, it certainly is green. Green, green, green. It's all uphill. Oh boy, up 550 meters. This little dam just heading up to Munkebotn. Maybe I'll just go to Munkebotn. Feeling lazy. Anyway, it's pretty. Still going up. Oh, that goes to Sandvikshytten, the old fort. As usual, a lot of people out on a Sunday, although none right this second. Anyway, well, that's new. They built steps. Sherpas have been here. There used to be just a trail. Anyway, not much left of Munkebotn. They're building away. There's Arild. Så det er big trapper overalt nå. Yes. Look at old waterworks for an old mill. It's been restored, more or less, and there's wood further up. More Sherpa steps. So this has been restored. It's quite cute. Goes all the way up. Bit of a job. So there's a little nisage here to guard this pile of wood, which I'm not sure what it's for. Building something, and that's someone took a chainsaw and, or I don't know what exactly. Very cute. I have no idea. That's a lot of wood to drag up. Pretty heavy. There's another pile up there. Some spider thing or something. And now this is steep up all the way to the top, non-stop. So we're going to go very slowly. Still out of shape. First exercise in a week or more. It's not too good. And I'm carrying this heavy camera. Anyway, That's steps everywhere. There's an old property wall. That's a detour. We go this way. Anyway, already puffed. Break time. Slowly, slowly. Right, Finn. Oh, we have a little bridge here. There's almost no water in the creek, so it's really hardly rained, although it rained enough the last few days. It's got some waterfalls there. Steps. Pretty civilized. So getting there. Ways to go yet. A third of the way. A quarter of the way, maybe. A quarter. Or a fifth, maybe. Anyway. Oh boy. Out of shape. Anyway. Time to mosey on up. Getting to the first private cabin, so there's still ways up. And someone has private cabin all the way up there. Great spot, but a hell of a climb to bring food and whatnot up there. So long of whatnot. Few people on the trail. And there's yet another bridge to cross the creek. Anyway, pretty well built up here. Not much of a creek here though. But if it was really raining, you could see this could be a problem to cross. Anyway, creek again. Built up a little area for it. And a little bridge. It's a very cute creek. So this is man-made. The stone wall there. For the mill down below, I guess. It's a private cabin with the amazing location. The owners are actually there. Number 71. They have running water right here. No electricity though. Solar panels. More steps up to Sandvikshytten next. Anyway. Headed to Sandvikshytten. I can take a little break now. Being passed by everyone. Perfect weather, I can take off my jacket. It's too hot. Anyway, take a little break here. Opened. Anyway, well, ice cream maybe. Well, no break, nowhere to sit. I think they have waffler and coffee. That's about it. Maybe some bully. Being passed again. Oh, getting there. 3/4 of the way, depending on how far I want to go. So, Munkebotn down there, Sandvikshytten. Being passed by everyone, but most people are coming down, not up. Up is harder. So I'm about 350 meters now, I think. We've been going for about 2 hours. I've only gone about 3 kilometers though. So it's all up, not much across. Anyway, look familiar, Mama? Been there many times. So we can go to Munkebotn. You can go all the way to Rundemanen. You can go to Bergen up that way. But this is one little top. As you can see, the flag is the Sandvikshytten down down there. Not sure how high up we are. Just gonna check. Forgot to turn off the recording. So, according to my phone, I've come up 422 meters, but I'm way below 425 meters, so that's wrong. So I'm not sure. Call it 400 meters. And I've been going 2 hours, so that's very slow. Very slow. I'm taking lots of photos and videos. And then, so we'll look at the view again. So we're going to Munkebotn, I think. I don't know if we want to go any further. Maybe. It's a nice trail. We can go a bit further up and take a break up the top. This would be really nice for droning, apart from the power lines. But you're not really allowed to drone here, I don't think. Maybe. It's very unclear. So, I don't know. We're about as high as Stoltsekleven. I think we're more like 375 meters. We're not 400. So this would be awesome to drone across, especially with the light against it, at least, and the slopes and everything. A lot of people going down, not many people coming up. It's a fair ways above sea level, so you can see I've come up a fair ways. I have to put on a jacket because the wind is blowing, and I don't want to get sick with everyone else sick. Everyone else in hospital or with COVID. So just whack on my jacket and then get cruising. I'm glad I brought the big camera. It takes very good photos, and much better photos on the phone, and much better video. There's Sandvikshytten. So we're doing a longer trip after all. There's still snow and there's mountains in the background. It's north towards Sognefjordene. Anyway, so a fair few people on the trail. So I mean, I've cut all the way all up here this far, so 430 meters. I may as well keep going. I go to Rundemanen, I think, and then it's not so interesting on the way down, but that's alright. So make a longer trip of it. Shame to turn back now. Not turn back, but go straight down again to Munkebotn. So it's light until about 10:30, 11. So I've got 9 hours of daylight. There's the Rundemanen up there. Quite a ways away though. Alright, anyway. Keep going. Take a break somewhere. 1.6k. I can do that. Crowded here. A lot of people. It's downtown Manhattan practically. These little lakes are ideal picnic spots. A few picnics here before with Mama. They're quite low though, so it really hasn't rained that much. Even for Bergen. There's an abandoned cabin there. Lean to a little shelter. Probably from old Seter. Zoom in and see if we can see. It doesn't quite want to focus. Anyway. So we're not that far from Bergen now. Probably another kilometer or less. And I'll do svingene down, I guess. Still snow in the mountains. the bigger mountains. Not much, just really the tops. So very cool little valleys here. There's a lot of up and down. Steep down here. Very cool lake, and then there's a dam. That's part of the water supply for Bergen, I think. I'd love to join this area. Not allowed, I don't think. Not too sure. So it drops off pretty steeply, that valley too. It's actually cool to hike. That's a long hike though to go from Åsane to Sandvikshytten is really long. That's 25 or 30k or something. It's probably too long for me right now, the shape I'm in. Do it in a day though. So the remains of an old stool. Huh. They're everywhere. They used to herd sheep up here, I guess. It was a tiny cabin. What's left of it. Lots of cute little ponds everywhere. Plenty of water in the Norwegian mountains. Still patches of snow. So there's Rundemanen, a little ways away. The flagpole down there is from a Boy Scouts cabin, Speiderhytte. So it's quite a steep fall to the left. You wouldn't want to ski down there. Anyway, so that's a pretty big Boy or Girl Scouts cabin with the Scout symbol there. Kåken 2006, I think it was built more older than that, but anyway. And they even have a life ring just in case. And some kind of monument there, I'm not sure what that is. So you can have a swim, a paddle. Anyway, just grab a photo of this. Here's the Rundemanen. We're aiming just for those houses though. Not going to the Rundemanen itself, that's a detour we don't need to make. There it is anyway. My GPS messed up, so didn't record the tracks properly, so I don't know how far I've gone today, which is a shame. I'll have to look at the map later. Work it out on the computer. Anyway, nice long trip. I'll be pretty tired when I get back home. It's going to be good with a cold brew. Well, I'm pretty much at the top. I'm not going to the tower or something. There it is. It's 10 meters higher, if that. This is close to the road out. I want to trek there and back again. Almost no snow in Gullfjellet. There's a Gullfjellet over there in the distance. And we have a German machine gun nest or bunker. Machine gun nest, concrete with 2 ports for shooting out to cover. This would have had anti-aircraft guns, spotlights, plus a radio. So I mean, there's a couple more pillboxes, several pillboxes spread all over the place here. So this was strategically important for the Germans. It was obviously never invaded by the Allies, but the Allies bombed it quite a bit. So further over, spread around, there's some big platforms, which are just platforms now, nothing else, of stone and concrete, which were for big 88 and 108 and whatever anti-aircraft guns and searchlights. So let's have a look at this bunker. So I've gone for 3 hours. I've gone up 556 meters in total. I don't think it's that high here. We'll have to look at the map. And then according to the thing, I've gone 4.27k, but that's got to be wrong. So you could close this up. It's pretty heavy. No, it's very heavy. Woof. Solid steel. This is how they closed it. Little chains. So I wonder. It's pretty tiny. Oh, on all on 4 sides. And that's locked. So no going in there. Pretty solid. That's a good half meter of concrete. So, and that's probably the original steel plate. I don't see any ventilation really. But nothing's going to disturb. It's pretty tiny in there. I'll just give you a squeeze. It's really small. And cramped, and they would have had to have benches on unless they were really tall soldiers, I guess. Really tall soldiers. Because it's about 6 foot from the floor. Anyway. Alright. Let's find a place to have a break. Well, I found a good sitting rock, and I'm not the only one because there's a banana peel here. Anyway. So there's still patches of snow. And that's Ulriken over there. We're going to see how high up we are. I don't think we're lower than Ulriken, which is about 650, but I'm going to have a look. Am I in focus? Good question. According to the map, I'm 500. So I did go up total, up and down, about 559 meters or more. It didn't start at 0, it started at 100 meters or 80 meters or something. No, there was some up and down, so that's a decent hike, and then kilometers are totally off because it just drew a straight line. The GPS is not working properly, so I don't know, but I've been going for 3 hours and 10 minutes so far, a little over 3 hours. So it'll be a 4.5 hour hike, so that's decent. So I'm glad I brought something for my head because the wind is really cold. It's still not summer, not really spring yet. Just the very beginning of spring, so it's nippy up here. And in the forest it's much warmer. Okay, I won't be able to film much going down because there's too many people. I don't like filming people without their permission, at least not with a huge camera like this. A little mobile or a GoPro is a different matter, but even a GoPro people take offense. Anyway, emplacements up there were for anti-aircraft guns and searchlights during the war. Anyway. Just taking the Tippetua svingene down. Tippetua swings. Halfway down. Then a cold beer. Alright. Spring colors. Down there is Fjellveien. Then we're almost home. Hooray. Feet are tired now. I've been going over 4 hours. Well, we're in the home stretch. 4 hours and 50 minutes. I'll be down in 10 minutes. So almost exactly 5 hours. So that's a pretty decent hike, going slowly, and I'm sure I did more than the 7 kilometers it says. The app got it all wrong. It was more like 12 or maybe 12 or 13 or 14 kilometers. Something like that. I'd have to work it out when I get home. Call it 14 or 12 kilometers anyway. Sounds about right. Now my feet and my knees are very tired from all this downhill. So it's going to be good to get home and get my shoes off. A bit painful now. That guy has a really big flag. Anyway, there's the Munkebotn bus. I'm headed back. 4 hours and 58 minutes, nearly 5 hours exactly. So I'm not sure how many kilometers. Up to 550 meters. Probably climbed 600 meters because there's some up and down. Or maybe 550 because I started higher than 0. So that's, my feet are now very sore and my knees are very sore, so that's long enough. I don't need to do longer than that straight away. So now, cold brew And then I get to edit, and I took lots of photos. I have to put them in Lightroom, edit those, and upload to Google Photos as well. Alright, can put you away now. Battery's only 3/4 full still, so hardly used any batteries. So battery lasts a long time in this camera, which is really good. It's a great little camera. Really super. Alright, turn you off.